Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys this amazing deal that I got on these Hercules power tools. Many of you guys know both of these are Harbor Freight house brands. Now, many of y'all may know that I am heavily invested into the Bauer lineup. I have like 8 or 9 tools from them. And I've used these tools, a good amount. But I was in Harbor Freight today. They have their big 40% off for Inside Track Club members sale. And it was off of all clearance stuff. Well, they ran these two on clearance today. This is a brand new clearance deal. And they had the regular drill driver of this. And, they just had the impact driver. They also had the Bauer impact driver and the Bauer drill driver on clearance for the same price as the drill driver is like in the Hercules brand, but the Bauer impact driver was out of stock, but it would have been the same price. Like if you were done the 40% off of the regular drill driver from Bauer and the regular drill driver from Hercules, they would have been the same as that price. So I decided to go with like the Hercules because it was the same price and just even better. I'm thinking about selling this Hercules, or I could try it out. I don't know. I got like the vacuum going in the background, so you might hear some background noise. So just ignore that. So I got 2 of these batteries for free right here. They were doing a sale where I think there was one more included. Yeah, it was the drill driver, the hammer drill, the impact, and then the drill driver, which I do not have. Just because the hammer drill was a better deal. It was like $3 more, so I bought that instead. But I got 2 of the 2.5 amp hour batteries, and that's pretty nice. I don't have the Bauer 1.5 amp hours on my guns right now. Those are on some other tools, but this is Hercules' smaller battery, so it is insane that they are giving these away for free, because these are 2.5 amp hour batteries, and these you can drill a good amount of holes with these. So that's nice. I got both of these for free. This is like an $80 value when you buy them, not on sale and regular price. So I got those for free. And I'm going to talk about the price of everything of this in 1 second here. So I bought these 2, and I got 2 batteries with them for free. It turns out that the sale for the batteries for free, though, actually expired, but she still gave it to me when I was checking out, so that's cool. I also bought one of these little quantum lights. I used to have one of these a long time ago, but it quit working, so I decided to give it another try. It was dead when I bought it, but I put some Thunderbolt Edge batteries in it, and now it works good. 250 lumens. It was like $7 from like $13.99 or something like that, so that's a great deal, because there's a few other places that sell this same model of flashlight and same design, and it's a lot more expensive at the other places. So I am gonna show you guys. Let me see here. Where is? All right. So I got. Let's see. I'm gonna cover that part up. But that is my total for everything. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, that is the total for everything right there. Let you guys look at that really good. So it looks like without tax it was $58. And then, I got the free batteries. And the Hercules stuff would have been even cheaper than that. It would have been like $50. So I got this, and 2 batteries for $50 when you don't add this flashlight on that I also picked up. That means roughly each of these items right here is just a barely over $10. And this is $45. The hammer drill is $45. Regular price. The impact driver is, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's $39 regular price, and these batteries are $39.99 regular price. So I would have been Actually, I think I would be pretty close to 200 bucks if I got all this stuff regular price. So that's insane that I could get it all for like just shy of $50 when you don't add in that flashlight. But I am going to open these. I'm not going to open up the batteries because I don't know if I want to resell this. I don't have a charger for this, but I'm going to look at my local pawn shop. I've seen tons of Bauer and Hercules chargers there, you know, over time as I've been there. So I'm just going to, I'm going to try my best to find a Hercules charger somewhere, whether it's eBay, the pawn shop, or just at like an open box Harbor Freight. So I'm going to try my best to find that. And the reason why these are sitting here is because we're going to do a little side-by-side comparison, like in as far as like the largeness of them and like diameter and all that stuff. Now I will say a little bit more with these. Let me see here. With the Bauer is going to be a little cheaper than these two. Like not right now as of this sale, but in the kits, I believe I got this kit for like 50 bucks a while back, like about 6 or 7 months ago. Then I got this hammer drill for, I think it was like 65 or 70 bucks as a kit when it was on sale. In that case, it is a better deal than the Hercules, but not right now. Right now, the deal that I got today is the best tool deal I have ever gotten. And I have been to many discount tool places, and I have looked like I'm used to getting really good tool deals. I have never gotten a tool deal this good. And usually all my power tools, I bought them all on sale. I've never paid regular price for a power tool, which is pretty nice. Especially these, if I were to resell these, I could easily flip a nice profit on those. I'm hoping that I could find a charger for a reasonable price though. So that way I could throw that in, so that way the person that, if I do end up selling it, the person doesn't have to go and look for a charger. So I'm gonna prop you guys up while I unbox this. Let me see if I can't use this flashlight here. So, you know what? I think that'll work. Is it stable? Yep. Alright, so I've already opened these before the video because I just had to get my hands on one of these to look at it. I'm going to back this camera up a little bit, zoom it out. Make sure it's zoomed out all the way. Alrighty. I'm going to try and give you guys the best angle of me opening it. So this is the hammer drill that I'm going to be opening. We're going to see. Now, I just looked at the drill. Like, I didn't feel it. I just took it out. Like, it's still in the bag and everything. So, you pull the piece off, and then it allows this part to come loose. Oh, and I didn't even look at the specs. Let's see here. What does this thing claim to have? 2-speed transmission. 4-pole motor delivers maximum performance and durability in a compact size. Alright. Delivers 0 to 34,000 blows per minute, ideal for drilling in a masonry and concrete. Alright. All metal gear construction, built to withstand job site abuse. That is, I think that's the same thing that my Bauer said. I still have the box for it. I'm pretty sure that's what it said on the Bauer as well. Bright LED illuminates work area. Nice. Alright, so where's the LED on this? Alright, one thing I did notice, the LED on the Hercules is toward the chuck, and the LED on the Bauer is toward where you slide the battery in right here. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that. Alright. Alright. Tool only battery and charger sold separately. I know they used to sell this in a kit a long time ago, but not anymore. Alright, now let's see specifications of what it apparently what it claims. I don't know if this probably is not legit. Maximum torque 576 inch-pounds. I don't know. Well, that may be possible. RPM 0 to 600 RPM, and I guess the speed 1 or no speed 2 for sure, and then speed 1 is 2,000. or 0 to 2,000 RPM. So I'm guessing that that's in the fast mode. Now know that the fast mode on the Bauer is in speed 1. I don't know if they switched it up on this one, if it's opposite, but we'll have to see that. So let's go ahead and get into this thing. And this is 20 volt, yeah. So it looks pretty nice. I think I don't know. This looks a whole lot like a disguised DeWalt. It looks like DeWalt maybe let them like copy the mold, the overmold of the tool. Oh, and nice. It comes with a little instruction manual for both of the models that they sell in the Hercules. And while I was in the store, they now have the new Hercules brushless drills, hammer drills, and impact drivers on the shelf now as of February 5th, 2023. Ooh, what did we get in there? Oh, nice. Okay, so we got a little Hercules belt clip. Let me see. Is it like the same one with the Bauer? No, they changed it. The Bauer has a little groove at the bottom, so maybe the Hercules is a little bit more durable and it's harder to bend. I don't know. I have not tested that. Anything else in here? I know that they used to give you some bits that came in this, but I guess not anymore. Right? I'm going to do a smell test, see what it smells like. Alright, it smells like a little bit of vinegar, kind of. Honestly, it doesn't smell that bad. I did purchase a toe strap the other week from there. It smelled so bad. I had to like spray something on it like to make it like the smell kind of like calm down a little bit. Now let's see what the difference is in like the battery, like grooves on the battery when they like where they go in. All right, let's see. It looks like, let me see, what are we working with here? So it looks like to me that, let me see here. Yeah. All right, so it appears that if I were to just trim down, let me see here, this part of the battery right here, just that little lip part on both sides, it would slide in there. Let me just take a little look at this battery to look. So yeah, it looks like we're working with the same connections. Let me see here. So we're working with two, not exactly the same connections, but the Bauer battery has more contacts on the battery, like that slide into the thing. But I'm sure that it would still work because the Bauer just has one extra contact. Other than that, it's the same size. They're located in the same exact area. Excuse me. I think that it would work if you were to trim this down. Yeah, I do think it would work if you trimmed it down some. Now let's look at contacts on the drill here. You guys tell me, does it look all that different? I'm going to take a look myself. Alright, so the only difference is that there's a little bit of like a groove going along the side of the plastic as you slide the battery in. Other than that, I don't notice anything different about the contacts in them. Contacts look about the same. Actually, they are the same. Yeah. Extremely similar there. Looks like they copied the design of the battery compartment for the Bauer onto the Hercules, but they made some extra grooves in there so that way you cannot do reverse compatibility. All right. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to take the batteries out of here because I don't know if I want to sell them or not. But, however, we can still look at these. We can still see them through the package and talk about them. So it looks like on the Hercules, you get like some weird vent stuff on the battery. I guess that might make the battery last a little longer from like overheating, I guess. Whereas to the Bauer, let's see, is there any form of ventilation on this Bauer battery? Not, yeah, not that I see. Based off of what I can see, there is no form of ventilation on these Bauer batteries. So maybe Hercules is on to something that Bauer isn't. Maybe poking some holes or molding some holes into there helps with the performance of the tool and the battery by a little bit. I don't know. I do like the design of these Hercules batteries. I can kind of push down on the little button on the battery a little bit. It feels decent based off of how what I could access from it. It says lightweight battery, industrial leading quality lithium ion battery cells, legendary performance. Yeah, right. Wow. So it looks like. All right, Harbor Freight, you are getting awful suspicious. Can you guys see that it says to go to herculestools.com? Why wouldn't it lead you to harborfreight.com to buy the product? That is odd. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link a link to the website, if it even exists, in the description below. So that way you guys can go and check out Hercules products that may not have been released at the Harbor Freight store, but they are available apparently on herculespowertools.com. So I don't know what's up there. That is very odd why they have another website for this brand. But yeah, that's odd. I can't understand that. But ooh, so this battery's from 2021, so it looks like, oh, and then this one's from 2022, so we got a battery from pretty much this year, because, you know, it's only been a month since 2022, so we got one from the last year before the last year, and then we got one from basically this year, pretty much. So, excuse me. So it claims, now these batteries do have, I can easily believe that these have higher quality battery cells than the Bauer, because these batteries are depending on which one you get, they're typically priced like $10 more on each battery size versus the Bauer. So maybe that's because these batteries are a little bit better designed. Oh, sweet. And check out this. They copied the Bauer, except they put 4 bars on this. The battery checker allows you to check the battery. Let me see how much juice I got in here. Looks like I have 2.5 bars. How about in the 2021? Looks like I got 2 bars in this. Wow, that is surprising that this thing has held a charge for a year and a half. Or almost a year and a half from the factory. That's pretty surprising in my opinion. Even though they are lithium ion. Now that already tells me that these battery cells must be pretty good, or else there ain't going to be two bars of battery life in this battery from it sitting for over a year. I can tell you that right now. So that already tells me that they are most likely using quality battery cells. So let's go and set the batteries aside now. I think we pretty much covered everything on the batteries. So it came in a little bag there. Metal chuck on the drill. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you guys can see that, okay? Alright, so it looks like I can't set this one down without a battery on it either. It's going to tip over on me. Yeah. Sadly, it's going to tip over on me. But that's all right. That's 99.9% of the time I always have a battery attached to my guns. So yeah. Now, one thing I did notice about this Bauer here, go ahead and take the bit out of my Bauer too so we could get 100% accurate comparison here. Actually, I'm going to put the chuck all the way out here. Right. Probably could have just used the battery to do it on that one. So I've noticed a few differences. Wow. Herculese feels like it's got a much nicer clamp on this. I gotta give that a thumbs up for Herculese. The clicks that this thing makes, it feels quieter and it feels smoother. No, this chuck, I've put WD-40 on this one, like to loosen it up, but this one's starting to get a little bit rough. It's been a little over a year since I bought this drill, I believe. And I've used this a good bit, so it makes sense for this to start getting a little bit rough feeling and a little bit, you know, not quite as loose. Or not loose, but like easy to turn. It gives you a little bit more resistance than it did when it was brand new. Let me see here. So one thing I did notice is that the triggers sound different. So there are many differences here that I'm going to point out in this video. So let's go ahead and start pointing out the differences. Alright, so first difference that that really stuck out to me is the tips right here, the chuck tips. They're a different color. The one on the Bauer is silver, and it looks like they may have spray painted this one black just to seem a little different, but it's a little dark in here, so you guys might not be able to tell, but the tip on this one is black. So that's the first difference that really popped out to me on the looks of the drill. The hammer on this one is blue. That's kind of as expected. It looks like we have a little bit of a different, rubber piece right there. See, now on the Bauer, it doesn't really protect the whole thing right there. This, it protects a really nice chunk of this. So, it looks nice. This one my Bauer has 21 chuck settings, or torque settings. This one only has 19, so that is where Bauer does kind of win. But I don't know if that's true. They could have just thrown a few of those other just to bullcrap you and make you, make you seem stupid for believing that. I don't know. I can kind of believe it because this drill is a little bigger than this, so they might have been able to squeeze 4 extra settings in there. Let's see. So the battery compartment's just slightly different. Slightly different on both of these. The handle, the same exact mold. It's just a little bit different of a shape. They cut it out a little differently. As you guys can see, it's got like more grooves than this. And here it's just a basic triangle shape. And then it just kind of curves down. It's very basic. And this is going to be this is a long video. Because, this is a serious deal here. You guys, this was the last day. Harbor Freight is closed, so by the time this video gets posted, the deal is going to be off. So, sadly, but it's unfortunate. So, one thing I did notice is that the button to switch the modes on here, the Herculese is a lot smoother. It's a lot smoother to change it on the Herculese than it is the Bauer. The trigger on the Herculese has some sort of overmold on it to give it a little bit extra grip. You can kind of tell if you look at it. Let me actually get this flashlight. Maybe it'll shine it up a little. But you can kind of tell that the trigger on the Bauer is like, I don't know how to describe it, but I don't know if it's just a little worn out or if it's actually a little bit different of a fiber. But the Hercules is just more grippy, in my opinion, and it feels more grippy. Grips on the Hercules feel a little bit more grippy. Hold on, guys. Let me get the vacuum away from here. Yeah, go back home. Yeah. All right, sorry about that, guys. Vacuum decided to visit me. So yeah, let's see here. So let's compare the sounds that it makes. Wait, did you guys just hear that? Alright, so it sounds like in the Hercules. I'm on to something here. When you shake it, you can hear the spring a little bit in there. It felt like it was like being helped twist by a spring. Yeah, Hercules is a little bit nicer because they give you a spring here for assisted twisting to make it a little bit easier on you. So, yeah, the Hercules, they did give you a spring in there. It seems to make it a little bit easier. I don't see why they would put a spring in there. But if I had to guess, it's to make it easier when you're trying to twist the thing to change the settings. All right, we're gonna go with the I forget what that part is called, but we're gonna twist it and compare the sounds. All right, get a good memory of how this one sounds. All right. All right, keep that memory. I gotta say the Hercules sounds a tad bit better, but I'm sure that if the Bauer were to be brand new, it would sound the same. So, no difference there. Looks like they might have used the same component in that part of the drill. We got 4 screws holding in the metal case. Yep, 4 on there too. I do appreciate the light being on the bottom of the Bauer versus being on the top here. I would just assume that maybe like the chuck will get in the way and it will block some of the light coming out, whereas to right here it just shines right up on what you're doing. That's just my thoughts of what I would guess it would look like. I really have to stick a battery into this thing to see what it seems like or what it looks like and sounds like. Now, no vents on the back of this Bauer. We do, oh wow, no vents. Okay, so I thought that these little grooves right here were vents, but they are not. But that's all right. That's all right though, because we got ventilation right there, right along there, and right along there. And same on the, oh wow, we have some up there too. The Bauer has the same amount of circulation, so no difference as far as engine breathing. I will say the trigger on this Hercules feels like they maybe put a couple dollars into this trigger. You can like barely hear me pulling it, and it's also so smooth. I mean, it feels like butter. Like literally, like if I were to put butter on it, it's that smooth. The one on the Bauer is a little rough. It gives you a little bit of resistance. Now the one on this Bauer here is a little bit smoother than the one on my Bauer hammer drill, just because it has not been used as much, so therefore it's going to be a little smoother. So that's, size comparison. Let's see, how are we going to do the size comparison here? I do not have a tape measure on hand right now, so I'm just going to kind of, let's see here, line the back up as best as I can. Oh, wow. Hercules is a tad, I mean a tad, by like 3 centimeters shorter than the Bauer. And I kind of, like, they made it seem like this one's a little bit shorter without making like all this bulky crap on the end of it. Because, like, if you separate these like that, it looks like the Hercules is a tiny bit smaller than the Bauer. I mean, look at that. I mean, you could tell that the Hercules is a tiny, tiny, tiny bit smaller. But, you know, that's actually a good thing because it's more compact. And I've seen some videos on here. This thing acts just like a DeWalt. This thing acts like a Ryobi or, you know, a Hart tool from Walmart. This is what this one acts like. I've seen people use this one up against some Milwaukee, some Ryobi HP line. That's some good stuff. I see them use this against the Makita. You know, these are just a little bit better than this. These are longer lasting. These pack more power. Especially for the price right now that I bought these at. These pack 1,000,000 times better bang for your buck than the Bauer. But this was only like a limited time deal. So, you know, this is not like something you could go to Harbor Freight, you know, every other week when they have their sale and pick them up for this cheap. You can't do that. This was just a limited time deal, and it was actually secret. I had to dig around and find this. In store, they were not on sale. But I was like, you know what? I just have this feeling that they're going to be on sale. So I go online on my phone. I look up harborfreight.com. I look up Hercules 20-volt guns or drills or whatever, and turned out both of these were on sale. So I was like, bet, I'm just going to pick up both of them because they're so cheap, so why not? So, you know, I went ahead and did that. Alright, now we're going to get into the, into this impact driver. I'm just going to put this back in the box really quick. Get this really fast. And I do like the boxes on these. You know, they did a good job making sure that the power tool is secure inside the box. It's not going to wiggle around like where it could maybe get like scratched or damaged somehow. Whoop, wrong spot. Alright, so that was it for the Hercules. We got a good look at the Hercules hammer drill. Now the impact. Max power, job site durable. Let's see here. What else do we got? 1/4 hex impact driver. That's what the Bauer is. It is a hex impact driver. This looks just like a DeWalt. I mean, it is so freaking close to being a DeWalt. I really feel like this is just a blue DeWalt, because if you think about it, I don't know of the DeWalts, like as far as their brushed ones that like are just like this, equivalent to this power, being sold individually. So maybe they're onto something selling these individually from the battery and charger. So don't let this price fool you, because you gotta remember, they're not giving you that battery and charger like the DeWalt is at Lowe's for $99.99. So keep that in mind. This could potentially be a DeWalt, but just disguised as something else that it's not. So same way opening on this package. What's that number? I guess that's like a model number for something. I don't know. Oh, I see it. All right. By the way, guys, I'm going to leave you guys links to the Bauer, to the 2 Bauer drivers here, and then I'm going to give you guys links to all the Hercules ones that were on sale as far as their guns go, and all the Bauer ones that are on sale. So that way, if you guys just wanted to look at them, I believe that these are going to be on clearance still, but not for like the discount on top of the discount. So you guys might still have a week or two to get them on sale. So we're going to take a peek at this. And if you guys want, I made the also attach some the DeWalt ones that are equivalent to this in the description below. I gotta say, the trigger feel on these tools is just dope. I mean, I love the feel of these. It's like, now one thing about the Bauer is like for bigger hands. They give you a little bit more room to hold it, whereas this is kind of a little bit crammed. Like I can imagine, like if my hand were to grow any bigger, it might get a little uncomfortable using this. But right now, man, I mean these bzz, 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 bzz. Yeah, it feels really nice. Oh, okay, so they imprint the model number on the bottom. It looks like a nice light. Now, I have seen some of these at the pawn shop, like used ones that are in really rough condition for like 40 bucks, that came with like a battery charger and all. But they were, I mean, like, when I mean rough condition, I mean like there were dents in this. It was like really rough when you would pull the chuck, I guess, or whatever you call it on here, the bit receiver, and the trigger was also really rough. So there's a reason why it was priced that low. It probably didn't sound that well, and it probably lost a whole lot of power because of how abused it was. Again, the trigger on this feels awesome. Go ahead and compare it. Not extremely big differences when it comes to the impact drivers. Alright, so now I immediately notice that the impact driver is smaller. That's the first thing that happened to pop out to me here. Put that up to the back. Look at how much smaller that is. I mean, that's like a good bit smaller. Like, the handle on this is a little smaller. Trigger on it is a little smaller. The button on it's a little bit smaller. Everything on this is just a little bit smaller. That's funny. So, like the battery compartment, I don't know if that's a little bit smaller, but it appears to be from how I'm looking at it right now. And sure. Yep, you also get a belt clip in this too. That's nice. Yeah, so we got that. Same ventilation process, or actually no. On this one you got two right there, and then two vents there, and then one vent there. Oh wow! And then is that another vent right there? Yeah. And I would assume the same for both sides. Yep, same on that side too. If you want to take it apart, there's all the screws. Take those apart, the whole molding will come off. Now I gotta say, I have not used this Bauer a lot, so I am able to compare it like how it was like when it was new. One thing I immediately noticed, lots of wobble in that. There's wobble in this one, but not near as much as in the Bauer. Also in the Bauer, there's like this weird rope thing. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's like a rope that is in there. It's odd. I don't see any form of rope in there. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it works, but I have questions on that rope that's in there. This is a little bit scuffed up. Like right there, there's a couple of scuffs on the thing right there. You can see those 3 lines. I don't know if I did that or if that was like from the factory. And then I got a little scuff right there when it slipped on a nail. Other than that, there is absolutely no signs of it being worn. It looks like I got a little bit of dust on that. I can maybe like get a cleaner and scrub it, and it'll probably fix itself up some. Overall, the mold still like it's so new, you can still like feel the chemical that they like spray over or wipe over the plastic, like to, I guess, like to keep it nice, like for when it's in the store sitting on the shelf. Same thing, the trigger on the Bauer does not feel as good as the one on the Herculese. There is a weight difference. Herculese weighs less. I don't know exactly how less, but it does weigh less. there's not really too much to compare. I mean, same, grip deal going on. Belt clip in the same area. Got all that crap. Not really too much of a difference here. Let's see here. You know what? While we're at it, might as well. Why not? Put a bit in it. And the chuck here. Oh, so let's see here if it is... Aw, man, it's not. I gotta pull up on it in order to lock it in. But it does look pretty sweet with that. I gotta say, this thing looks sharp. They did good on the design. They made it feel like a high quality tool. They made it look like a high quality tool. I do like it a lot. Now that I think about it, I may keep these for myself because I have some other stuff that I'm selling. But I could very easily sell these if I wanted to. It would just be nice if I could find a charger, because then they would sell. They're more likely to sell to more people versus one where you got to go and buy a charger for it. Resale value for these that I would put, I'd probably put $90 for all this stuff, or I'd probably do like $35 on each of these, on like both of these right here. 30 or 35 on the power tools, and then like 25 on the batteries. I feel like those are pretty fair prices. Or, I could take their best offer, which I do that sometimes. If I've had something for long enough, I'll just get rid of it because I don't want it. I'm going to lock this bit back in my bower. Now, the chuck on my bower does slip a little bit. It still locks the bit in fine. No worries there. But it does slip just a tad bit. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And, Harbor Freight has a lot of good deals going on right now. So if you guys have been needing some power tools or anything like that, I would recommend going there and checking them out, because I've been in the store 3 times already in the past 7 days, just because they're running so many different sales. They can't make up their minds of what sales they want to have. So I've just been buying a bunch of stuff from there because it's the right time to buy it. And I scored some dirt cheap power tools today. Very excited about that. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime type deal for the power tools. So, that's very nice. I do recommend these Herculese. From what they look like and feel like, they feel like they are a very quality tool compared to these Bowers. Now, I recommend both of these tool lines. If you're going for Harbor Freight, I've used the Bower long enough, to be able to give an honest opinion. And I did purchase a 2-year warranty with the Bower hammer drill. So before that thing expires, I am going to go and pick up a fresh one. So in about a year from now, I may not have the same one. I'll probably end up getting a fresh one before my warranty expires. But I really do appreciate y'all subscribing to my channel. I have noticed that we have been growing slightly over the past couple of weeks. I've noticed, I think about 7 or 8 new subscribers have joined over the past few weeks. So thanks to whoever has been subscribing lately. And I like to find the best deals on things, no matter what it is. Sometimes I do tools. Sometimes I just do store walkthroughs, places that I think are interesting. And I do all types of different sales on stuff. I mean, I also do a lot of flashlight reviews because I often find those on sale dirt cheap. Very often, actually. Almost every single time I go into a store, I always find one that is at an extremely good deal. But anyways, this is going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. And You guys know where to find these two brands. Go to Harbor Freight. They are releasing a bunch of new tools for both of these brands. That's probably why they're clearancing them out. Or clearancing out like the drills and impacts for both of these brands. But I'll see you guys in the next video.